Power Index, boosted by the system Chapter 10. So, to hide. As for why they want to kill these 3 people, it is also helpless. These 3 people are destined to be trouble, plus their family situation, if they don't deal with it quickly. It will be a big trouble at that time, and Suze has also carefully investigated, although the family situation of these 3 people is good, but it is not a big force. And it has nothing to do with the combat power index. Killing 3 people will not cause much investigation. Cut the grass and remove the roots. Hospital. When the nurse opens the door of the ward. A terrified scream reverberates throughout the hospital, the entire hospital. Instantly, it moved. Countless people poured into the room where the nurse was, including those who were hospitalized with Li Hong and the 2 bastards, and they squeezed in. And soon saw the 3 corpses lying on the bed. Li Hong, and the 2 bastards, did not have any sound, their faces were pale, there was no trace of blood, their cheeks seemed to have no flesh and blood, deeply sunk in. And their death was very strange. See this scene, these bastards who have never seen anything big in the world. All legs are soft, Li Hong and his 2 bastards. He's dead. Basic room. Suze looked at the system panel in front of him. In the body energy bar, only a third of the way it is covered. It seems. The gap between the essence blood of the supernatural walker and the non-supernatural walker will be very large. Suze first absorbed Li Hong's essence blood, and then Li Hong's mixed characters. But the essence blood provided by the 3 is completely different. Other words, the stronger it is, the more essence blood is provided. He looked at the various things that could be added to the body, including the body surface, flesh and blood, and internal organs, and he originally wanted to add some eyes, fists, and feet to improve his combat power index. But the problem is, after the second bonus point, the attribute points needed for his eyes, fists, and feet became 2. Obviously, as these enhancements become more powerful, the more attribute points are needed. Suze originally wanted to strengthen other parts, but he soon found that the only parts that could be added were the eyes, fists, feet, body surface, skin, nose, ears, and the remaining internal organs, etc., which seemed to need to be strengthened to a certain extent through these body parts before they could be unlocked. Thought about it. Strengthen the body surface. His defense is too low. Reaction, strength, and speed are already available, but even in the face of the siege of many people, it will still fall, and today's battle is very tragic. And he has left a lot of injuries on his body. Add points to complete. Body surface enhancement +1. Activate special talent, Hardenosis. It is the same special talent as fists and feet, but Suze guessed that this should be the first stage of body strengthening, making the body hardened everywhere. And then start evolving in different directions. He was looking forward to it. The second evolution of fists, eyes, feet, etc., will activate what special talents. Meantime, the combat power index in front of him began to fluctuate again. 1500 to 1800 points. Boosted to 1800 points. It's a pity. He shook his head. If he has martial arts and special abilities, and through evolution, I don't know how much combat power index can be improved. It can be seen that the importance of the family heritage, and the cultivation of the exercises, is enough for him to take a lot of detours. Pity. He didn't have any family, and at the current stage, he couldn't find any secret books such as martial arts and special abilities to cultivate. Suze took off his shirt, the injuries on his skin had faded, and after his whole body surface evolved, his skin became a lot whiter, and every time he condensed the combat power index, there was a faint white light condensation. Overlord, look at the darkness in front of you. Suze's eyes narrowed slightly. Next, it is to solve the problem of Overlord. Li Hong is just the little brother of the Overlord. Now Li Hong is dead, although no one knows that he did it, but he has a vendetta with Li Hong and the group of bastards under Li Hong. Next, the Overlord will definitely find him trouble. In the face of this 4,600 point combat power index, Suze is very self-aware. So, he must use attribute points to increase his combat power index when the Overlord has not yet been discharged from the hospital and troubles him. Why force me? He shook his head slightly. He originally knew that after he crossed over, after knowing that he did not have a system, he also knew that he had no way to have a combat power index. So he planned to live according to the normal trajectory. According to the final series he knew, there were too many crises in it, far from being able to be contaminated by an ordinary person. Pity. His predecessors, including him, were forced into this position by these bastards. He pulled out a purchased copy of the information. This is found in newspapers everywhere in the university industry. Co-rankings. Topmost. It is the details of all co-masters, except for some particularly secret, such as Co.1, Co.2, and a large part of the rest are recorded in it. Suze is to find a target on it. Many of these co-list mixers, many are bullies, domineering in the college world, making countless people fearful and afraid. And Suze's goal, that's it. The guilty person. This is his principle, not to attack the innocent, and good people, is his principle, and it is also his bottom line. Let me judge well. Co-list. He grinned, and his handsome face looked slightly hideous and crazy. Well, that's right, it is the judgment. In the dark, his eyes flashed a cold light. Thank you readers for the data, 10 changes tonight, 7 more left tilde. 010, judge, shake the university world, 4 more, night, the night breeze is blowing. Co.115 Matong walked down the road, flanked by his little brother, about 4 or 5 people, cheerfully discussing something. First chapter previous chapter 10 150